Assalamu alaikum and welcome to another episode in this series. What I'm about to do today, something special for you guys. We have a fantastic guest and I'm nervous because this gentleman, you all know him. So we'll get to him in a second. But first of all, the food. We are doing best of British. We're in Blighty, so we've got to do something special. 3 courses and 1 guest. I'm going to start with traditional potato and leek soup, followed by braised lamb shank and roasted potatoes. Beautiful. And then our final, the dessert, the part that everybody loves. Apple crumble with some warm vanilla cream. Fantastic, and I can't wait. I'm very nervous, and now I'm going to introduce my guest. He's a very busy man, so we don't have much time with him today, but I am so glad that he's given up some of his time to be on our show. Please, ladies and gentlemen, it's Mr. Mohamed Ali. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Assalamu alaikum.
Salam. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
How are you?
The founder of Islam Channel, this gentleman here. I am under a lot of pressure today.
No.
A lot of pressure.
You shouldn't be.
I am under a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
We're short of time and we've got a lot to do. So we're going to be cooking around and moving around. I'm going to get you to do some stuff. How's your cooking, by the way?
I know how to do omelette. That's good.
That's a start. Fantastic. Right, I'm going to get cracking straight away because we have such a lot to do. I'm going to leave this here for you. I'm going to ask you, please.
That's for my potatoes.
This is, potatoes. This is for the roast. So we can peel those. Now, as we kind of chop and prep, I'm going to explain what we're going to do, and I'm going to ask you a few questions about yourself. We've got to start with the lamb shank because it takes such a long time. It's around about an hour and a half to do that. So we've got to get everything prepped and ready for you. So, Mr. Mohamed Ali, I'm going to call you Mr. Mohamed Ali, if that's okay with you.
Mohamed Ali is enough.
Just enough, okay.
Yeah.
So you started Islam Channel how long ago now?
16 years.
16 years, mashallah. And what was your background before that?
The first job I did in my life, I was a teacher.
Mashallah. And what was you teacher of?
I was very early in my life. I was like primary school teacher. I did that for 1 year only.
That's it?
That's all.
Right, I'm doing here quickly just the base for the stock. Onions, celery, carrots, very traditional. It's always the base there. Okay, lamb shank that I've got here. I left it out of the fridge just to relax a little bit. And I'm just going to flour it up. Just a little bit of flour on there. And the reason...
So today is a British specialty.
British, yes. Today we're doing best of British. This is kind of for me going home. So it's either that or Moroccan food. That's where
I thought lamb curry is the best of British.
No? Well, that's what they say apparently. But I'm trying to persuade others that, British food is still good.
I don't know what is the British food.
No, you're going to know today. Everything that we're doing is traditionally British. Can we get big chunks? Because they're for the roast potatoes. So you want them quite large. You want to cut it into 1, 2, maybe 5, 6 pieces maximum each. So
okay, British way, yeah?
The British way. Nice chunky pieces. You want big chunky roast potatoes. They're going to catch and crisp up and burn on each side. So to the pan. I'm going to bring over my lamb shanks. Now I've got 3. You just want to sear these up. I'm making a mess.
Done.
Perfect. Fantastic. Yep. I couldn't have asked for any better. The reason why I put a bit of flour on, what that would do then, that would protect the meat and also that will thicken up the sauce. So we get a nice thick sauce. You don't want anything watery. This can go away for now. This is for the base of that.
Yep.
These ones, let's see, they should all be even. Be careful of yourself. I'm going to open this up here. Yep. Like so. Can we stick them inside there without...
Those ones, yeah?
Yeah, without splashing yourselves.
No problem.
Yep.
Not to worry.
Perfect. The boss is very efficient. Now I know why you're the boss. You are very efficient and you're a step ahead of me now. Right. That's inside like that.
Okay.
So, what was the reason for starting this great, fantastic TV channel?
Well, I did some media before. I was, during the Bosnian War, I started a daily paper. It was around what's happening in the war in Bosnia.
Yep.
And during the siege, I was inside Sarajevo, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
And how was that for you there? Must have been crazy at the time.
Now it reminds me of cooking because it was like Ramadan.
Okay.
And I was with an old lady, like 80 years old lady, in her house, myself and two other fellows during the war.
Yep.
And she used to cook for us in Ramadan.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
You
so
used to
this one, yeah?
Just inside like so.
Inside. But it's dry.
Yes, it's dry. We haven't finished yet. I'm just getting now the flavour. I'm going to add a little bit of stock. I haven't got there yet.
So you put onion on a dry pan,
Yes. It's going to. What I'm going to do with that one, that now will release the flavours in the stock. This is going to go in the oven.
So, and what's that one?
Vegetable stock that I'm putting in here. Okay. It's around about a litre of vegetable stock. Now then we're going to start adding the flavours to it. I have a little bit of tomato paste, paprika, a bit of mustard, and I'm going to add salt. That all goes inside like so. I'm going to keep it on the stove for a minute, now I'm going to put it in the oven. That's it. Very, very simple. Done. Right, now we've got drained off the potatoes. They are lovely, wonderfully cooked, and I've smashed them. As you can see, they're battered, they're bruised. I like them this way. What that does then, when you put them in the oven, those little bits there will kind of crisp up, and they give you that little crunchy bits. Now, I'm not going to put them in the oven just yet, because I don't want to disappoint Mr. Mohamed Ali here. So I've changed my mind on how I'm going to cook them. I was going to add a bit of olive oil and some garlic and rosemary, yet
No, please.
not British.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to add butter, okay, simple butter and some rosemary with a bit of salt and pepper on there.
Don't worry, you can add olive oil and we can claim olives started from York.
Well, no, the climate doesn't really give to olives. Yeah. So, like I said, they are those crusty bits. They are the best bits when you have it. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Because you give me some permission to add olive oil, I'll add a bit of olive oil on there like so. And I'm going to leave these to the side. We don't cook them now. We leave them
oil
just
from East London.
So we gotta add a bit of salt on there. Sea salt. Shall we see where these originated from? Cornish sea salt.
Oh.
You see, look, there we are. I'm being authentic for you.
Do you know that Cornwall is not part of the English culture? Do you know that?
It's not part of the English.
They are a separate nation.
It's like Catalan. They are the Catalan of the UK.
They are the indigenous people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. That's simple as that. Rosemary. Fresh one there. Like so. Just a little bit. Just to get some extra flavour on there.
What else?
We're going to move this.
So later
leave it
on.
to cool, and that goes in just before we're done. The lamb shank is now in the oven. Boss man is here. He's been far too efficient with me today, so he's going to help me out now. It's great. Honestly, I could do with him in my kitchen. It's perfect. Leek and potato soup.
Okay.
You cannot tell me that this is not British.
Don't worry. You can add olive oil, and we can claim olives started from York.
Right.
Okay.
Next dishes we're going to do leek and potato soup.
Okay.
You cannot tell me that this is not British. So leek and potato, you want to cut them rounds if you can, up to the white piece here. Don't get the green. And I'm
Why not? Why not the green?
You want just the white when you're cooking it, otherwise it just kind of changes the colour and it's...
Is this size okay?
That's perfect.
Perfect size.
Perfect.
Okay.
Nice and quick. We can chop these, if you want to put these on the plate here.
Okay.
There we go. And then for the potatoes, nice small cubes, this kind of size. If you can get them to that kind of size,
okay,
would be perfect for us.
All right, so.
Right, so that's there. We got in there a little bit of butter. We're just going to sweat these down as it is, like so. You're not going to add anything to it. Just
and it is dry again, yeah?
Dry again for now. Now, over to our stock here. Now, you can smell the leeks that are getting in there.
So now we have to add this one?
Now we have to add that. I'm just going to give it a good stir up in here without losing it. There we go. We can pour all of that inside.
Okay, so and we can add it
Just add it all,
and make prayers it becomes British, yeah?
inshallah.
Oh, Allah, make it British, yeah? Alhamdulillah.
There we go.
Inshallah, British. I want to put this one?
I'm going to just put a top more water in there.
All right.
That's all. And that's it. Now we can put the lid on.
Yep.
And that's it. Starters are on. Almost done. It's going to need another 7 or 8 minutes to do. Now, luckily, the bread that I prepared earlier, which is here for us, is pretty much ready to go. Very simple. Flour, yeast, water, olive oil. I add just a touch of sugar, just a touch. That was told to me by an Italian chef. Just a touch, not much. Gives it a little bit of sweetness, but you don't want a sweet bread. You don't want a kind of a brioche style. I don't roll anything out with a rolling pin. I have just some semolina here, and simply by hand, and that is nice and easy. Depending on the size that you want it, I like the bread a bit fluffier, a bit
Thick?
lighter. Yeah, a little bit thick, not too much.
Similar to a pizza.
Similar to a pizza, yes.
Yep.
And then that will kind of puff up nice and
Still a bit hard in the middle, yeah?
It's a little bit firm in the middle, but it should be fine once we put that in the oven. Again, with the great thing about this dough is that you can portion it, freeze it. It's fantastic. Use it whenever you want. You don't have to keep making the fresh dough every day. I think that's perfect like that.
Is that?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah?
Well, you eat with your eyes, as you say, don't
Yeah.
you? You're
So
gonna
perfect round.
get not too much flour on there. We want to get... So I'm going to get all your soup.
No problem.
Okay, there we are. Nice even levels. On all nice thickness. What do you got? Around about a centimetre on there. That'll puff up nicely. Hot, hot oven, and it goes in. You could, if you really wanted to, put it on a pan, one side, then the other side, but I suggest you roll it a little bit thinner. For me, it goes in the oven, and it's going to be perfect with our soup. I'm going to whack that in the oven. I've now blended the leek and potato soup that we had with half a cup of milk and around about 25-30 mils of cream, just to kind of boost it up. If you find it's too thick for you, you can add a little bit of vegetable stock and that will kind of thin it out. I've added it here, final, sprinkle of black pepper on top, little drizzle of cream, and our bread here. Please, boss, as this is for you, please break the bread and enjoy the soup.
Excellent, excellent. So this is
This is the, not British bread, no.
English bread.
No, this is my bread.
Okay. And this is the British soup. yeah?
That's, yes, British soup.
Okay.
British leek and potato soup.
So I can taste it?
Please, yes, of course. It's here for you.
It took a lot of time.
Not really.
So many ingredients.
5 ingredients.
Yeah, very nice.
Are you sure?
For an Englishman. And not for me.
Not for a Tunisian. Listen, we're going to crack on now. We've got our main course to kind of get prepped and the dessert that we've got to get ready before everything's done. Can't win them all. Whilst we're waiting for the mains, we can crack on with our dessert. Now, unfortunately, the boss wasn't so impressed with my leek and potato soup. However, we've still got 2 more chances to impress. I really feel like my neck, and my career is on the line here. Really, I do. Right, we're going to crack on.
No,
with
you got 3 out of 10.
3 out of 10?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's I don't know if that's for effort or if it's for food. What I'm going to do now, a quick peel of the apples. It's nice and simple. I'm going to get you to do crumble. What I've got inside here, a bit of flour.
Okay.
And I'm
That's English flour, eh?
Good old British flour.
Oh, British flour.
Good old British flour.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a glove, probably
Yeah.
2, like so. Okay, I'll leave you 2 gloves here. And then we're going to add some butter. And I've got a little mixture here of brown sugar, white sugar. You okay with the gloves? You struggling?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. Bit of brown
Because it's,
sugar, white sugar.
It looks like English gloves.
I'm going to add a little bit of semolina as well.
It's not made properly.
No, those were from China. There we go.
Okay.
A little bit of semolina in there as well, just to add a different texture to it. You're going to mix it up, and you're going to get sand.
With hands?
With your hands, yes. That's
All
why
right.
you have the gloves, yes.
Okay.
With your hands.
How is that?
Oh, that's
How English is that?
almost perfect.
Is it?
Yeah, look at that. You want it to form together. That's fantastic. We're going to leave that to the side.
Okay.
To the pan, I have over here a knob of butter. I'm going to put inside here. I like to cook with butter, as you've noticed. Everything that I've used, there's a bit of butter in there. That's for our apples. We're going to stew the apples down. Normally, there's a kind of a cooking apple you use, but to be honest with you, you can use any
What do you
kind
mean
of apple.
cooking apple?
You have cooking apples, ones that aren't so sweet
Okay.
and a little bit firmer. But here I've just got regular apples, some that I found around. I thought I'm going to use any apple because most people are not going to buy cooking apples for this. Most people will have some apples at home and it's easier that way.
Okay.
That's it, you're done. Perfect.
I'm
like
done.
that. That's
Okay.
it. Fantastic.
So what is the quantity of butter you put here?
I've just put a knob of butter, so I would say that's around 10 grams or so. Just to kind of, so it doesn't stick to the pan. That's in there. So like I said, you're not going to fry these off. Once you get it coated, then you can raise the heat on there. To that, I'm going to add 1 clove,
Put the lid on.
not yet. Pinch of salt, just a pinch.
Okay.
Some cinnamon. Cinnamon from York.
From up north. From Liverpool.
From Liverpool.
Okay. That's it?
That's it. To the wonderful apples that are cooking down, I added just a little bit of water, around about 50 mils of water, just so they can kind of release. They've got a little bit of water in there, not too much. Then I added around 50 grams of sugar, not too sweet. Some people add a little bit of lemon juice in there to kind of add a bit of acidity to it. And that's it. We're going to put that in our pan and crumble on top into the oven, and we can start on with our mains.
So shall I add the water now?
Please, yeah, add water.
All
Add
of
a bit
it?
all of it, yeah, all of it. That's it. Add a little bit of sugar. That's that. Now, I think this is soft enough here. Smell that cinnamon. We all love cinnamon. So that cinnamon's in there. Wonderfully done. Let's turn this off from the heat. That's it. Put it inside. It goes down like so. Crumble on top. I like a load of crumble on there. That goes in the oven, and all you want to do, just brown up the crumble, and you should have
This side.
This side. There we go.
Yep.
Anywhere else? Did I miss anywhere else?
The edges.
There we get all the edges. I like the edges just to seep through, because then you get that bubbly bit, like that. That's it. Looks like couscous.
Yep.
That's going to go in the oven. Not too high, around about 180 degrees. Perfect. Right, I'm doing here quickly just the base for the stock. Onions, celery, carrots, very traditional. It's always the base there. The reason why I put a bit of flour on, what that would do then, that would protect the meat, and also that will thicken up the sauce. I'm going to keep it on the stove for a minute, and then I'm going to put it in the oven. That's it. Very, very simple. Done. So, lamb out the oven. Mr. Mohamed Ali, if you want to bring over the potatoes. I would have liked, they're almost ready. I would like just a little bit more colour on them, but we could push for time. So I tried to keep it as it is. But they are crispy. The outside, as you can see, is crispy. Put it down just here. Now, I'm going to plate up. As you mentioned earlier, it's presentation.
Exactly.
So I'm going to take the potatoes off here.
Yep.
Very soft, crispy on the outside, exactly the way a roasted potato should be.
Yep.
Like so. This one over. It's still hot. We bring this one across here. Now, this, if I'm cooking this at home, 4 hours around about 160, 180 degrees. So you'd put it on for lunch, at lunchtime, and then you'd be ready for dinner. Look at this, a few of the veg on top, like so.
Wow.
That there is my British lamb stew
Yep.
with roast potatoes.
Excellent.
Now, let's get you a knife and fork.
Yep.
There we are.
Thank you so much.
I'm worried. I'm worried.
I think the Indian spices you added saved it. I think that's what saved it.
There we go. Look,
Honestly, it's nice. It's really nice.
we're going to crack on. I'm going to leave you with that, and I'm going to crack straight on with dessert, because dessert is one of those ones that it just needs another minute or two, and we can get going. Main course done, enjoyed, glad. Just for dessert quickly, just to recap, apple crumble, stewed that down, made the crumble with a little bit of flour, semolina, sugar, brown and white, and butter, mixed it together. Wonderfully mixed, I must say, by Mr. Mohamed Ali. On the side here, I've got a little bit of cream, vanilla, sugar. I'm just gonna make it warm, and that's it. I have my dear guest sitting down now with his English breakfast tea and milk on the side there, which I really do enjoy with all my heart. When you're ready, sir, please come on.
Yep.
Because we are good to
here.
go. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to get you this side here. If you want to come over to this side,
Yep.
right here we are. Apple crumble came out. I'm just warming the cream through, simply like that. Some people have it with custard. Some people have their ice cream. For me, I like it with a bit of cream. There you go. Give yourself a nice portion here.
Yep.
Gonna get right in there. Perfectly. A lot of crumble on this. Thank you very much. Nice and piping hot. Right, to that, just a touch of cream. I'm just gonna pour it, look at that. We're just gonna pour just a bit of cream.
Wow.
There we are. That, ladies and gentlemen, British colonial apple crumble with some cream and vanilla. Vanilla, obviously not from the colony, from
Imitation
Madagascar.
of ras malai.
There we go, thank you very much.
Bismillah.
If it's not good, I'm blaming you for the crumble. That
Is
would
it?
be your fault.
Nice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good. With
It
English
is,
breakfast tea?
It's good imitation of the Indian ras malai.
Ras malai?
Yeah.
Well, there we have it, guys. Look, it's been a pleasure to have you with us, and it's been a pleasure to my dear guest, Mr. Mohamed Ali.
Thank you so much.
We will see you next time. Me, 3 dishes, and 1 guest. We'll see you then. Thanks very much.